Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good morning to one and all. Central nervous system, I said central nervous system is divided into brain and spinal cord. First, let us learn about the brain in detail. What is brain? We all know brain is located inside the skull, no, cranium. Brain is located inside a bony box called cranium. Skull is nothing but the whole part of your this head is called as skull, but only where the brain is located, that portion is called as cranium. That is only the major difference between the skull and cranium. Cranium is the part of skull. So brain is protected by a bony case or a bony box called cranium. And even the brain is covered by, as we have discussed, heart is covered by double layered thin membrane in our transportation. So here brain is also covered by not one, not two, but three membranes together called as meninges. The meninges are protecting the brain. When I write this, dura mater, arachnoid membrane and pi mater are the three meninges, the three membranes called as meninges protecting the brain. And between the outer membrane, between this outer membrane and the middle membrane, between this outer and middle membrane, there is a fluid. There is a fluid. The name of this fluid is cerebrospinal fluid. What do we call it as? Cerebrospinal fluid. Here it is said that this fluid is also protecting the brain from physical shocks and mechanical injuries, as we have seen in heart. So here brain is not only protected by the skeletal structure, cranium, it is also protected by the meninges, and that meninges contains the fluid called as cerebrospinal fluid. And do you know one fact about cerebrospinal fluid? It is said that one of the scientists said, the more the cerebrospinal fluid, the more intelligent you will be. Exactly. Yeah. You want to activate this cerebrospinal fluid and all, then only just consume healthy diet. Junk food can decrease the level of this fluid. And one more thing, generally people say don't drink tea, but it is said that not on regular basis, but at times tea can also contain helps in increasing of the fluid content. You can have a detailed view on your Google, and you can see that the brain is divided. The brain is having a very deep groove. Suppose if I talk, this is the brain. The deep groove here you can see on my two of my fist. If I close, it almost look like a brain only. So this groove, the deep groove, divides the brain into two equal portions. It divides the brain into two equal portions. If I want to show you, you can see here, there is a deep groove. There is a deep groove which is dividing the brain into two equal half. We call it as right cerebral hemisphere. We call it as left cerebral hemisphere. Do you know the fact of it? The right cerebral hemisphere controls the left portion of your body, and the left cerebral hemisphere controls the right portion of your body. Subhanallah. And there are many different lobes on the brain. This is the cerebrum. The whole is divided into many lobes. You can see all the lobes here. The yellow color lobe called as frontal lobe, that is present at the front area. And you have the green color portion at the top, have your parietal lobe, and near your temple, this is called as temple, right? Above the near the ears, this is called as your temporal lobes, and at the back, that is red in color, is called as your occipital lobe. So the brain is not having only one groove. There are many lobes on the brain that divides the brain into four different lobes: frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital.